Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested and ready to begin your day. This is your daily Tarot and Oracle, your daily insight on life and love for January 13th, 2022. Also being timeless, so wherever you're catching in time, this could be really relevant to what's happening in either your life, definitely the circumstance. But I'm looking at the cards right now, and this is, these are never going to make sense to everybody. So I just want to clear the air on that. Don't force this to fit your life. This is really an awesome message. I'm loving this. I am seeing that you need to see just how qualified you are or how capable you are in this situation and how limiting your beliefs have been about yourself. I think that you are truly letting yourself be released from that outdated thought process of yourself. All right, so again, this isn't going to make sense to everybody, so don't force this to fit. If you have questions about booking a private session, go ahead and find the pinned video or the email address that is provided in the information, or find me on social platforms and send me a DM. I see that you are easing up about yourself. I see that you are incredibly protective and not to be let down again. I think that there has been a lot that you have been let down about. I think that this has been a lot of programming with you. But also I see that you are starting to find your way out of that dark, this slow time in life where everything was just at standstill. It feels like a mental and emotional purgatory. It feels like you were trapped in this darkness for quite some time. And what I'm seeing here is in that darkness, in that silence, I feel like you had no other choice but to really take a hard look at yourself. And what I'm seeing here is a lot of self-mastery, yes, very clearly, but also really just, I think, building yourself beyond measure. And I really love that. I see that you really did this for yourself. I see that you really did this as a way to ensure your personal or material success, but also ensure your happiness, your protectiveness, even your joy. So I want you to know that while I'm looking at the cards, I do see that you really had to learn to be patient and that there was no shortcuts in getting through this particular darkness. So I see that you are ready to take this jump. You are ready to take a leap into whatever this is, whether it's a life situation or a relationship. You are ready for this. But also this couldn't have come sooner. And you need to understand that the circumstances happened the way that they did because you would not have been ready otherwise. And you would not have the payoff that you are having now, which is why I am seeing that you're so willing and pretty much jumping into this. For some, this is going to look impulsive, irrationally even. But the thing is, it's fulfillment. And you know that this is meant for you, this path or this direction in life, this relationship even. And if this is a relationship, let me just reiterate, I'm never going to ship a relationship that is toxic or abusive. Do not get that confused in these deep soul bonded connections. But that's what I'm feeling here, deep soul bonded connections, that you had to do this back-breaking work. And this, I'm seeing that you are making an incredible offer to not only yourself, but to whatever this collaboration is, either in relationship or in your life. That's separate from this. You made the choice. There's no real decision that has to be made. You made the choice already. So now it's just a point of enacting it. And this is what I think is going to trip other people up, which I honestly don't give a crap about. I don't care if it trips them up. This is fulfilling for you. This is going to challenge a lot of what people had believed about you. And I think that this is truly unconventional of you. I think that's so great in this. I already have ideas of what this is leading to with you. You are an entirely different person. You know, you 5 years ago was never this person, and it never would have worked 5 years ago. It wouldn't have even worked last year. The thing is, you've gone through such an identity change that it's kind of like you have manufactured yourself to fit this puzzle, this piece to the puzzle. You're not conforming. That's not it. There's absolutely no conformation. Yeah, anyway, you get what I'm saying. There's none of that going on here. You have not conformed to anything. In fact, you've done the opposite. You have broke all conformities in this. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. And I see that you have done the work to get your true shape that has found its place to fit. Does that make sense? So here, it's a point of allowing this to actually occur in your life. And I'm seeing this with the moon in here. The choice being that it's made. You're not on the fence anymore. You've made your choice and you're going to be happy. It seems like you're out of balance right now, but really this is going to another extreme to find that balance. And I feel like you are balanced in yourself, and now it's on either ends of the spectrum, kind of learning how to go shimmy into balance. If you've been here for longer than a minute, you should understand I'm terrible with my words at times, but it's always entertaining if I'm not wrong. Okay. What kind of crap is this? You can't see it, but the incense has gone out. Should have known better. And I know that my background is bare. I'm still setting up my office, and right now I'm in the middle of cleaning what is on the floor of the office, which it's not a dirty floor, it's just stuff that I kind of have to put in their positions. So here we go. Let's look at what the Healing with the Angels needs to talk about. So we're going to talk about what has healed in order for this to occur. Focus. Yeah, you were majorly distracted by, I think, trying to always build on yourself. This new beginning. Answered prayers and harmony. Signs. And I feel like there's one more. What is it? Emerging. You were majorly distracted. Understandable. But also, you had to get rid of all those distractions. How are you going to get that? It's like having that song stuck in your head. The only way you're going to truly get it out is to either just leave it for time and just keep singing it for however long it decides to stay, or you can play that song and get the actual follow through on whatever this stuck aspect of you was, and have that almost magically go away after. I do feel like you tried to have a lot of restarts in life, but it was so distracted and so all over the place that you were never truly allowed to blossom there. You wanted an answer to your prayers, and I think that you posed the question of what is no longer serving me? What is my problem? Spirit answered you. It had no shortages of signs, and I think that you had to learn how to hang on and really stay in harmony during those signs. So what am I looking at here besides a bunch of angels? I'm looking at the signs. We can always take these cards as signs, but anyway. So the signs, I see that you went through absolute hell. No way around it. Sorry for the language for all my young listeners who are hopefully either over 18 or they're listening with a parent. Just saying, this is usually over 18 stuff. Hey, Rory. All right, so you had to get signs to keep on going, because in whatever this was that you had to exhaust, you were in hell. The thing with going through hell is you do not stop there. Why would you stop in the very place that is the most extreme pain to you? Do you want to set up shop there? Do you want to hang out there? Do you want to see if maybe you can remedy the situation? No, you keep going. You get however you need to get out of there. All right, weirdly being pulled to the right of weight again. So what did... You were defenseless. What did this lead to? You being completely defenseless. You having to give into the suck of it. And boy, did it suck. You had to, in the most poetic and beautiful way, let yourself be broken. The cycle was not coming to an end otherwise. I really feel like this cycle was not going to come to an end until you learned how to break and not let it kill you. This breaking, it exhausted any which way that you could have idolized the previous situation so that you could move on. Now I see that you are learning how to move on, how to be whole again. And I see that this is coming after a great sense of just loss in your life. And I hate saying this more than you realize. I really do. That sense of loss, even though it was absolute anguish, that was part of a divine plan. I don't want to say that to you. I don't want you to be in pain. I don't want you to suffer. I don't want any of this. Unfortunately, even the pain is part of the plan. It shows you that you are human and that you can, it's going to actually bring an extreme to the gratefulness of what is occurring in your life. I hate that you had to be made to be so strong and that you had to go through whatever that lesson was. That sense of loss, a sense of abandonment, the sense of loneliness, being discardable, having everything ripped off of you or away from you. It showed you just how strong your spirit is. I know how that sounds, but when you had nothing left, there was nothing left to lose. And I think I said that in either the beginning of this or in a mini read, so definitely watch those. This took a lot of work. The recovery that I still imagine is occurring, it took a lot of work. It sets you on an entirely new path, and this, you don't get to outrun your problems. You have to tackle those and rise above them, which I honestly see you doing. So let's see, what's this? I see the exhaustion coming through with this on you, and I also see that this is taking sheer willpower. What is the lie about it, though? What is the lie? What is the deception that has occurred? Okay, so Spirit, what was the deception that has occurred? You had to look at every single lie that was told to you that made you depend on the wrong people. There are people that you can depend on, but the ones in the past, even though you probably had these amazing points of them, Spirit showed you just how you can't depend on those particular energies. And then I see once you've let those go, which I think that you're still in the process of doing, you are finding not only the lesson complete, but it's something that is very quickly finding equilibrium and where you are not holding yourself back. I see that life is truly giving you a gift and that you can really manifest anything in here. I'm being pulled to the Animal Dreaming Oracle. We need to talk about grace. Okay, go get your drink, go get your coffee. Can't even remember the last time I looked into this. So card 30, I'm gonna read this to you. Hang on. I don't like reading from the book. I use it to learn them. I feel like I need to read this to you right now because it's about grace. Everyone knows the tale of the ugly duckling, a child's fable about an abandoned hatchling forced to endure ridicule and rejection, but who ultimately overcame adversity to become a beautiful swan. Can you see why I felt the need to read this? Good God, it's not just about grace. You gotta keep listening. Okay. The parable demonstrates that until you can look inside and find the innate beauty that resides there, you cannot expect anyone else to see your beauty. When you look in the mirror and see infinite beauty looking back, however, others will also recognize true beauty on all levels when they look at you. Swan helps us to realize our inner beauty by returning us to a state of grace. Grace cannot be learned. It cannot be bought or given. It can only be found within. Tell me everything that you have been stripped of, that you have not found grace. And that's being asked of you to recognize now. It cannot be bought or given. It can only be found within. It must be remembered. Children naturally walk with grace. Grace is innocence and impeccably coupled with a deep knowing and an unwavering sense of belonging. The knowledge of what is true beauty is without having to advertise it. Without inner beauty, peace, and confidence, there is no grace. People who have looked deep within themselves, who have healed their past and reclaimed their inner child, know grace. Grace is the ability to walk through life head held high with humility, pride, and balanced ego. Grace allows us to be strong, abundant, and proud without being aloof, pompous, or rude. Grace keeps us grounded and in touch with those less fortunate and those who have not yet reclaimed the knowledge. If Swan has gracefully floated into your cards today, get ready to recognize your true essence and to trust the grace of your own being. Be prepared to see the golden potential in those around you as you relearn to unconditionally love yourself and radiate that inner beauty that yearns to be discovered. Prepare to awaken that lays dormant. Allow yourself to access Spirit's gifts of self-empowerment so that you may finally learn to believe in yourself on all levels. Ready yourself to transform your sense of abandonment into mystery so that others may be drawn to you in awe and wonderment instead of being turned away by fear and confusion. Allow your inner beauty to emerge and the world will applaud and shower you with reward. That's the Swan's promise. With everything that you have endured and that you have survived, Spirit is telling you to relearn unconditional beauty and what your worthiness is. That through all of it, you never lost your soul. And that you are reclaiming everything about you that has been lost. Every child in consciousness is born innocent. Through trials, tribulations, through what we've been exposed to, that's the word I was looking for, we lose part of ourselves, either through the knowledge or the complete naivety of somebody else. And I know I said that word wrong, shush. But if you have come across this, this is a time for you to reclaim your true essence and beauty. Grace, learn unconditional love, and the world will show you this back. I also feel like this is being embodied in the current circumstances. Unconditional love and beauty is being reflected back to you, and you need to make this aware to yourself and really honor that you are as amazing as I keep telling you that you are. Okay, so we are gonna go with, where's the cards? I think Work Your Light. What's this? The Inner Temple Devotion, the true portal of your heart. That's something that you are going to be very accustomed to. Trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? You've been training for this for lifetimes. Align your life. What needs to change? So what I see is you are going to be cradled and coddled and truly be shown what devotion and loyalty genuinely looks like. I see that it's not only being expressed through love and the connection of souls. I see that this is going to be expressed through your humanitarian work and through what you put out into the universe, what is part of your legacy. So this is beautiful, it is healing, and I kind of want to see with the daily guidance from your angels how this is going to finish up. And I keep feeling the angels in the reading. So you have family that is coming in. This may be the partner. This might be something that's already occurring. This might be an expansion of your chosen family. But also, this is you and learning what it means to feel true peace. What's this? Yeah. I genuinely feel like you are learning healthy boundaries, unconditional love and support and commitment, and the true essence of love, family, and relationship, and purpose in life. I see that there's nothing for you to worry about, but also that you get to co-create and be playful. So what Spirit is telling you right now is, with all of this going on, it is so incredibly important for you to maintain, I think, your elevated energy. This is going to go through blips. It kind of feels like it's looking like stocks. It's so funny. Not like, you know, corn stalks or anything. I'm thinking like stock market. And it's going through these dips and these up sweeps. So a lot of energy work is going to be necessary, and mindfulness is going to be necessary for this to stay on its progressive path. But I do see you have unconditional love and support, whether it's romantic, which I feel like a lot of you are stepping into union, or who have just stepped into union, or there's a reemergence of that deep kindred spirit soul bond or established connection. So what I'm also seeing in this is support from the universe and letting go what is not in alignment with you, and you are trusting Spirit's guidance with this, and that you are stepping into your true power, not only with love, but with the purpose. So my dear, final card for this is creative project. Wait, no, it's not. What's this? Release and surrender. You've already said yes. Changes are underway. Let them take place. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, know that you are greatly loved and appreciated, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. The fact that everything is going so smoothly and you're not freaking out is what's confusing you. It's so easy that you're deliberately in your head making it complicated because that's what you expect. Every situation has to be complicated, and this isn't. You're your own worst enemy with this, and I'm so sorry to tell you that. It's not going to be difficult. It's not going to be hard. You're anticipating a fight. You're anticipating somebody to beat you down with this, either physically or verbally or emotionally. No. What I'm seeing here is fulfillment. I'm seeing destiny play out. I'm seeing that you are getting what you want, and it's almost anticlimactic because you're calm. It's not going to be like this earth-shattering whirlwind of, oh my God. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be, I think, probably the most relaxing thing that you've experienced. It is so important that you allow yourself to be at ease and see this in a new way. I think that strife has been a major part of a lot of the connections in your life, and something about this is just so soothing, and that's freaking you out. You're like, who's trying to pull a fast one on me? Nobody. Your own mind is. You probably had really dramatic relationships. I got it. You know, every relationship has its challenges and the work in it, but honestly, this is, I think, so incredibly soothing for you. The thing is, get out of your own way with it. Let it be the ease that it is. Stop waiting for a shoe that's not even being worn to drop. This, you're going to start to see the silver lining. When you stop waiting for a pain that's not going to come, you'll start to actually see the light. Ooh, so this actually flew out again. So, ooh, this stuck to the bottom. I don't know why. So keep positive thoughts in that beautiful noggin of yours. This is in connection to your home base, the career, everything about like abundance and finances, materialism that's coming into your sphere, your home, your circle of trust. It's actually very positive. This, once you accept that everything all is well in Wonderland with this, then it's just going to take off even faster. And the benefit for you, I see lots to celebrate in this. Final card for this particular mini read. Tower moment. Oh, and look, what's this? What's this? That. And then look, self-mastery. Don't even get me started. Once you give up the ghost, you're going to be amazed by how capable and how happy and how thriving you are. This is flippin' awesome. Look. I love this. So, you're about to get some attention. Don't let that scare you. The thing is, people are going to know what they did to you. They're going to know exactly why you've been made to feel exiled, afraid, hurt. I think that it's more than okay for you to adequately recognize where you have been a victim of other people's circumstances in life. And also how they haven't been held accountable, how they have potentially tried to intimidate you, how they're still doing the same thing, aren't they? And this may be the same thing that they're trying to pull off with you, maybe others. However, somebody's about to accidentally reveal themselves. Very interesting. But I think that also the spotlight being on you and what has occurred with you is also going to show how you have persevered in this and how you've gone beyond circumstances and how you kind of had to have a restart, either in life or in a situation. But this has been a really long journey for you. Look at this. I have a ton of cards in front of me. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is you, even though you've wanted to, you didn't give up. You definitely experienced some form of death, whether it's literal or figurative. But I think it was after whatever this pain was, whatever has occurred with you. And I do feel like it was relentless. It feels like it was all consuming. And I feel like an aspect of you had to die. Like, I'm not telling you to die. I'm not telling you to unalive yourself or anything like that. But to come out of this, some aspect of you, in a sense, almost had to die and give birth to this completely new, relentless version of yourself. This has been an incredibly intense journey for you. And it's been a very long one. I'm thinking time-wise, this has been a long journey for you. But now it looks like, I feel like you're about to be vindicated. You are about to have the spotlight on you in the most positive way in regard to this situation. And I do feel like for once, somebody who has done this particular thing in your life is going to be held accountable. And it's not going to be you who's the punishment, if that makes sense. So stay strong. Let's talk about your dark night of the soul. Somebody's recklessness, carelessness, abusiveness led to your unbecoming. It was a major hand in a long journey that has been absolutely yours, but somebody pulled the final thread and it broke you. And I think that it was intended to break you. I also think that it was to show how reckless you had been, how careless you had been, how unkempt you must have been. Listen, it was so you would lose. You would lose and you would be seen as the fool. And wouldn't you know it? I think the fool's in here somewhere. Yes, it's in reverse. What they didn't know is that, first off, you, when you lose everything, you have nothing left to lose. That was a huge miscalculation and misguidance on somebody else's part. I do feel like you had lost a major aspect of yourself. I feel like you lost everything. And I do feel like you went through an incredible rough patch. The thing is, that which was meant to break you, it definitely broke you. Let's be real. But it put you on the hardest track and the biggest character building that could have happened for you. All of this chaos, it stripped you of every known aspect of your identity, any false sense of comfort, any false sense of relationship, anything that could have been held to you and questionable. You lost it all. I know what the dark night of the soul involves. So honestly, the fact that you're still living is incredible. I'm very proud of you. Not everybody gets to live through it. You did because, well, either you lived to be spiteful and you lived to overcome, which whatever kept you alive, I'm proud of you. And now it's time for the past to come up and be reconciled. This is where you glow. You actually stopped whatever that recklessness was, that dead path that you had been on. That is no longer relevant to anything that you are doing. You are on this incredible journey. And it is new and it is fresh and it does have an element of being fragile. The Temperance is all about time being taken and perfection of you. I feel like whatever issues you are doing the retrieval of, you are making yourself whole again, and nothing can pierce you with this. You are solid, you are unshakable, you are a brave and incredible and relentless soul. I hope that made sense. So you are about to step into a really amazing, positive, and constructive time in your life. Yes, we can talk abundance up and down, material, mental, emotional, all those things. It's very real and it's very much happening. However, there needs to be real talk with either yourself or with those who you really care about. This is about shattering the illusion of what has not been fulfilling for you, but you've talked yourself into in the past. I think this is when there's been so much excess, when there's been a lot of, I guess, even self-gaslighting on this one. I feel like there's a lot that you have repressed with yourself, and that has led to overindulgence in other things. So what I'm seeing here is, first off, the insecurity all around it, but you are kind of surrendering to that. What I love about this is the reality that's hitting you is really actually calm. It's putting you in a place of being neutral even. I do feel like this is neutral. I don't feel the aggression. I don't feel the retraction of you at all. I'm seeing that this is kind of a point of surrender. Like, okay, you know, I overdid this, I overdid that, you know, it is what it is. I can't keep beating myself up for this. So it's more like, let's just be honest. It's not going to change if we can't call it out in ourselves, if we can't change this in ourselves. So what I'm seeing in this is being really honest with where you feel that you have gone astray in your life. And I don't mean it the way that it probably sounds with that. I don't feel like you've actually strayed from your path. No, it's more like where you have suppressed something that is very natural about yourself that actually probably could either be helped or encouraged. And it's led to either disassociation or numbing out or just completely overwhelming something else in your life. It's been something that has been made an effort to make up for what seems to be a disservice in your life. But I see that this revealing with you, this understanding about you, with you, to you, is gonna be what really, I think, clears the path and opens the channel of, okay, being very real and allowing things to come your way. So let's see, what's the final card for this? Stop outrunning yourself. You're not going to outrun yourself. This isn't a time to just let go of everything and move on. No, it's a point of acknowledging it and seeing how it has affected your life and observing yourself in a neutral place. It's lacking judgment. We're not going to judge ourselves anymore. You know, I feel like the road on the destiny, the road to success, the road to happiness can sometimes be an incredibly lonely one at times. And even though it's on those particular roads, I think that there's a level of, insecurity and also feeling completely taken for granted on this. So what I'm seeing with these cards, you made a deal. You made a deal. No, not with the devil. Chill. It's not that at all. It wasn't a bad deal. This was, I think, the deal to end all deals. And now hear me out on this. I feel like you were willing to sacrifice some loneliness, some isolation, some sort of almost feeling of ghostliness. I think that you sacrificed feeling that to make some real changes in your life. I think what I'm seeing in here is getting accustomed to being by yourself being in isolation, being lonely, so that you can actually make some real changes that really show your power, your growth, your potential, that potential fulfilled. And what I'm seeing here is you really had a self-discovery. I think that you really learned what your personality is and what your strengths are and what you can do with this. I think that you learned what changes that you can make in here. But I also see that you made really grounding and challenging and at the time difficult choices for yourself that truly served you well, because I think that the instant gratification that you would have gotten otherwise was really enticing, but you kind of pulled back from that, didn't you? A lot was revealed about you in this time, and I think that it was more sweet than anything else in that. I think that you learned what to really put your energy into, what's really a priority for you, and also to let yourself off the hook for having needs and an essence of neediness in this. So it looks like the isolation, the loneliness, the pain of it all, I feel like the pain of it really started to lift. And I also see that you slowly started to build into something that was more substantial, had firmer groundings, and was really ensuring a positive direction for you. I hope that made sense. If it was reckless with your heart, if it took advantage of you, if it really didn't show you the integrity that you needed or that you desired or that you were worthy of, I see that you have moved on to greener pastures. I see that you have moved on from it. I see that you said the hard goodbye. I see whatever insecurity this erupted in you was not really you, it was from this person. I think that you really learned how to establish better boundaries and a better sense of self, and also more understanding about what it is that you truly are looking for. Yeah, I think you found what you were looking for. But I also think that the celebration didn't come until after you have explored your options and your heartache and had your fair share of them. And I also see that you didn't want to get stuck in one particular thing. So yeah, I think that you kind of not played the field. I feel like you really explored what felt right with you. So I do feel like there's an essence of experimentation here, which, get it. I also see that now it's starting to calm down. I think that you really understand and know who you are and what you bring to the table in relationships and how that goes out of relationships. I also see that you have mastered yourself and have a very strong foundation for yourself. And I think that you have made it very clear of what it is that you offer and what you bring to the table, and that you have something very real to offer. Let's see, what do you have to look forward to with this? Because I'm seeing proposals. Now, whatever that depth of commitment looks like for you, whatever the intimacy level is, you have to close a chapter out. You will have that readily available to you when you close out whatever this chapter is. You have the Empress, this beautiful creative energy coming into play that was very timely in coming. I feel like this just took forever. I don't care about the gender. Nobody does. It's not about that. Whatever makes you happy, let your freak flag fly in whatever direction it goes. What I'm seeing is a lot of heartache happening in between that time and very slow moving on and healing to where you had no other choice but to be stable completely in solitude before divine feminine energy came into play. So what I see is lacking codependency and relationships that are unconventional and really worthy of working on. This is going to be very specific for you. A love unlike any other, and it's yours. Congrats. I'm very happy for you. Go get it.